As an educator, when I start to use the current revision prototype to write a report card, let's say, I begin by selecting demographic categories, already done here on the right, naming my document, and typing into a blank text box. As I do so, the prototype identifies and categorizes subjective language. I see there are 3 instances of negative subjective language here, and when I click on them, they're highlighted, and if I click on one of the highlighted sentences, I get suggestions for how to make my sentence more objective and constructive. If I want to see my own overall use of positive, neutral, and negative tone, I click up here on individual reports, and I can see my tone use by the demographic categories that I've selected. Here I can see that overall I'm treating male students more positively than female students. I can go back and select from another demographic category. I can also select organization reports to see the data for my entire school. The new revision component, UpVisioned, will provide tailored support to specific types of documents. First, the user will select the type of document they're drafting, for example, a narrative report, as well as the student they're writing about. After identifying demographic categories for this student, users will see data on how their tone, their positive reporting about this student and students in these demographic categories compared to the overall average. The user will then get prompts founded in evidence-based best practices to guide them through the writing process. A sidebar will show a tone gauge that compares the positive language in the current document with the positive language generally used with this student and on average. This will enable the user to tweak their writing in real time. As the user types, UpVisioned will continue to offer guidance and examples. The tool will also identify and highlight subjective language in real time and will offer objective, actionable alternatives. The user will be able to select the suggestion, ignore the suggestion, or rewrite the sentence themselves, as in the example on the screen. UpVisioned will continue to offer research-based guidance on crafting a narrative report up until the end, when the user will be able to review, see any remaining subjective language, and decide whether to make any final changes. Once the document is complete, the user will see a dashboard comparing information from this document, its tone, as well as key vocabulary words, with all of the writing about this student. The user may also choose to see comparisons of writing about this student and all students overall. They can use this information to make sure they treat all students fairly.